Wale vijana ambao wameshikwa kuanzia hivi sasa ni Gabriel Oguda, John Frank Ngemi, Shadrack Kiprono, Drey Mwangi, Nyerere Ernest, Kevin Monari, Harriet Nyongesa na mwisho Zadok Makaveli. Hawa ni vijana ambao walikuwa wanafanya maandamano na walikuwa wanaongea toa, ama baadaye bado wamewashuhudia mpaka sasa. Tunasema ya kwamba liwa mara moja. La mwisho mimi nikiweza kuongea ni kwamba tunasema hii bill ama huu mswada wa fedha, sauti za Wakenya zimesema hivi sasa ni kwamba ni lazima serikali na ni lazima pia bunge lisikize sauti za Wakenya ya kwamba huu mswada wa fedha utupiliwe mbali mara moja. Hatutaki mswada wa fedha uendelee kwa sababu unaendelea kugandamiza Wakenya. Asante.
Thank you very much. I have 5 things to say, both as the Senate of Nairobi, which is the epicenter of the demonstration. deliberations that we are seeing against this regime, and also as an elected member of this House. Number one, we want to thank the members of Azimio who heeded the call of our constituent parties to drop any and all amendments that they had proposed to the finance bill in response to the call by Kenyans that what they want to see is a total repudiation, a total rejection of the proposals by the Kenya Kwanza regime and not amendments. So we want to assure members of the public that the 76 members of ODM who voted no, there are 108 members of Azimio who voted no in the second reading of this bill will be there to stand with Kenyans again at the third reading, and our position is you cannot amend something that is as bad as what it is that has come from the Kenya Kwanza regime. Number two, we want to condemn the police in the strongest terms possible and the regime itself, because despite the promises that were made during the campaigns that we will not see instruments of state being used against those who would dissent against this government being used, we have seen goons raiding homes of innocent young people at 2 a.m., very ungodly hours. The ungodly president is raiding people's homes at ungodly hours. At 2 a.m., they picked up Gabriel Oguda from his house here in Nairobi, and the others that the leader has read out their names, including Kina Osama, were picked up from their houses, not from the streets. And we want to say that you must release Gabriel Oguda unconditionally and immediately, and all the others who have been arrested or actually kidnapped by the police and some ghouls working at the behest of William Ruto. Number three, we want to commend the young people who have continued to pile the pressure on members of parliament to ensure that the voices of the people are heard. I want to say this again. Be afraid not. You have nothing to fear. This is your country, and you will take this movement to its logical conclusion. We are here on standby. If there is any need or requirement or help you need from us, let us know, and we will do it. I want to speak to the Kenya police, my brothers and sisters in uniform. Those young children on the streets are not your enemies. The enemy is the one shipping you to Haiti. Despite the position of the people of Kenya that we do not support the deployment of police to Haiti, he is shipping off our police officers. And to add insult to injury, he's only paying them a fifth of what they were supposed to be paid on that particular mission. We are being told our police officers have been paid only 20,000 shillings to go to Haiti. Yet William Ruto was given $100 million US by the US government for this particular mission. He is eating 80% of that money and sending you off to face those people in Haiti. And it is against the wishes of the people of Kenya. So I want our police officers to know that the public is not your enemy. We are fighting on the same side. Even here in Parliament, members of the police officers who work here were supposed to be added money, 20,000 shillings in addition to the allowances they receive here. Their boss came here and told them that they told the leadership of Parliament that if police officers working here are added money to their salaries at wataharibu kazi. And yet these people
yani vilianzaje kwanza kuwekwa katika
working for the Republic of Kenya?
Kwa nini walikuwa kifikiriaje? What is the mind of the person who was behind all this? I can tell you what was on their mind. Because sugar and cooking oil,
bosses in the police force plus Ruto are the enemy. Not the young people in the streets there. So please stop brutalizing these young people. We are on the same side. In fact, the police should be joining these young people to say Ruto must go. Number 3, the country is bigger than William Ruto. What you are seeing out there is a total repudiation of William Ruto and what he stands for. The entire country has risen up to say Ruto must go. We want the president, because he has failed at this particular moment in time. Even withdrawal of that bill will not be enough. William Ruto, resign as president of the Republic of Kenya, because you have failed Kenyans. From your own home in Sugoi, all the way up the mountain, down the lake, across the coast, Kenyans are saying you go because you have failed as a president of the Republic of Kenya. Lastly, we will protect the freedoms that were hard fought for in this country. We are hearing plans of them trying to shut down live broadcasting of these proceedings, including the proceedings out in the streets. We are being told there are plans to shut down the internet. We want them to know, whether in the light or in the darkness, all these evil people will fall. Whether they shut down media or not, all these people will fall, because the people of Kenya have said, this is enough. Enough is enough. William Ruto, you must resign as the president of the Republic. You have failed the people of Kenya. I thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to add my voice to what my colleagues have said. I want to begin by reminding President William Ruto that he does not own this country. Ruto only owns a clueless government. This country belongs to all of us. We are telling William Ruto to give us back our country. If he doesn't give us back our country, we'll take it from him. Because he cannot continue to maim and harass and intimidate young people who are crying out to him and telling him that the cost of living is unbearable and this finance bill is unacceptable. I want to remind the president that what Kenyans are saying is that they are not interested in any amendment. And that's why I want to really applaud our members of the National Assembly from Azimio for withdrawing all the proposed amendments to the bill. But on this matter, they are saying, reject, don't amend. That is the message. And what does it mean to reject? It means that this clueless government must go back to the drawing table, rework the bill, rework the budget, and as Azimio we have said that this government has budgeted a whole 1 trillion Kenya shillings for corruption. Remove that money from the budget, come to us with a budget of at most 2.5 trillion Kenya shillings, we can have a conversation.
Correct.
Anything beyond that, we are not boarding. Lastly,
let me propose the question, which is that the House I propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Honorable Ndikiri.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the motion for agreement with the report of the committee of the whole House be amended by inserting the word subject to recommittal of clauses number.
Speaker, I also wanted to move to second what Honorable Ndikiri is saying, but I also want to move my amendment on clause 42 by inserting the following item immediately after item 1A by deleting the
Honorable
description.
Kawanjiko, order. Honorable Kawanjiko, second the motion first.
I second, Honorable Speaker.
I therefore propose the question, which is that the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2024, be amended by inserting the words, subject to recommittal of clauses 34 and 42. Do I put the question? I put the question, which is that Honorable members, allow me to propose the question again, which is that the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2024, be amended by inserting the word subject to recommittal of clauses 34, 42, and 47. I now put the question, which is that the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2024, be amended by inserting the words, subject to recommittal of clauses 34, 42, 7. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye?
Okay, you have to call it again.
A supreme.
Tunatumika vibaya, tunataka haki. Yes. Tunatumika vibaya polisi. It's very wrong. Very, very wrong. We must sit down and speak. We must have a conversation. It cannot go on like this forever. We are destroying our nation. Tunamaliza nchi yetu. Na haifa hivyo, inafaa tuongeleshane. Kama watu wamechoka, wamechoka. Kama watu wamesema aende, I think they should resign honorably. Sio vibaya ku resign. Sio vibaya for president to resign honorably. Honorably. Sio vibaya ku resign. Sio vibaya for president to resign honorably. Inafaa tu kuwepo.